Okay, so here's where we left off with a little bit of shading around the mouth. We're going to extend that shading a little bit farther out too. But now I'm just tweaking things with the mouth, and we're going to be moving more towards the nose. So there's that ball you can see, the point of the nose, that little bouncy ball on the tip of the nose. You can see it outlined. We're going to make it look more subtle towards the end, but you want to make sure that you leave it lighter on the tip of the nose. So I realize some of this is going off the paper. I forgot to lower my paper down a little bit, but on basically on the bridge of the nose, as you work your way up from the bottom up towards the eyes, um, typically if the light is normal, dead on light, not at an angle, the sides of the nose are going to be darker than the bridge of the nose. So there'll be almost like a lighter stripe down the center of the nose, and to the left and to the right, it's a little bit darker. Usually one of those sides, either the left side or the right side, is like a degree darker than the other, but it's going to depend on the lighting. A lot of times with pictures from a magazine, they're using all these lights, so it's not natural lighting. It's this blown out lighting studio where there aren't that many dark shadows, just little shadows. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at pictures. Lighting is really important. You don't want to have somebody all backlit unless that's what you're going for. So you can see right down the center of the nose is light. You can actually still see where I put that dividing line down the center of the nose to make sure it's equal on both sides. It looks pretty equal. So right there, I'm lightly shading over that white stripe of the nose. It's not going to be white. You don't want to leave that as blank. You could go in here and you could smudge it a little bit down that center stripe. But I'm just doing that with the pencil and with the shading. So here I'm getting a little bit of the eyebrow arch where the nose meets the eyebrows, because your nose kind of connects into your eye sockets and it kind of curves. You kind of want to picture a skull when you're drawing a face so you can understand like the bone structure underneath the skin. I think that's helpful. Okay, so now we're working on more of the skin around the nose. So it's not just this floating nose attached to your flat paper. So you can clearly see the brackets on the side of the nose alongside the nostrils. Darkening that cast shadow a little bit. And you can see I kind of jump around when I draw. Okay, so here I'm working on that ball of the nose. It's also not going to be pure white. I'm just defining it a little bit. There's like kind of an edge there. So you can really get into subtleties. There's a little bit of reflected light on the right side of the nostril. You can see there's like kind of like an outline around the nostril. That's reflected light, light that's bouncing in to the nose from the upper lip. So I'm trying to get that transition on the ball of the nose to be a little bit smoother, so it's a soft transition. It's not just abrupt circle on the nose, because that would be weird. And I'm using my eraser to erase out lighter areas. So usually right underneath the cast shadows, there's right below a cast shadow, there's a highlight or a light area. Just adjusting a few things, but we're almost done here. Right below there would be the chin, and the chin sticks out, so that's going to be kind of like the tip of the nose and the lower lip. It's going to be a little bit lighter there because your chin protrudes. It's not like flat, it sticks out. And there I dropped it down so you can see the entire nose. And that's it.